There you go.
Ready?
Yeah.
In.
3, 2, 1.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coventry United TV with yours truly, Liam Cook, and today it is a big one. It's Coventry United Ladies versus Blackburn Rovers, and joining me for the first part of today's coverage is Coventry United's latest acquisition, Fran Orthodoxou. Now that name's not going to slip me up this time, alright? Fran, welcome to Coventry United.
Thank you.
So when did you discover United were interested in signing you?
It's happened pretty quick, to be honest. Obviously, we've been in lockdown with West Brom because the leagues below are in lockdown. But I've been in training for one session, and I was at the game on Thursday, but not playing, obviously. So yeah, it's a quick turnaround. We'll see what happens today.
Well, hopefully you're going to be making your Coventry United debut today from the bench. You've trained, as you said, once with the team here at the Butts Park Arena. During that training session, what did you feel about the Coventry United team? Did you feel that you made the right decision coming here?
Yeah, definitely a step up. Completely different from the league below. Obviously, stepping up from the National League to the Championship. Difference in physicality. The environment's just a lot more professional. Yeah, it's a good move for me, and hopefully I can start kicking on and get some minutes down my legs.
What was the thinking behind joining Coventry United? You could have said that West Brom champion held down a regular site in place, but did you want to really challenge yourself in joining Coventry United?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I've been at West Brom for a couple of years now. Obviously, we won the double winning season. That was an experience obviously I won't forget. But sometimes you just need a new challenge to really kick on, and that's when I decided to join Coventry.
A lot of players say that managers are the big reason why they join teams. Jay Bradford obviously has been manager at Coventry United for quite a while. You've played against her teams a few times. Was she a big part in bringing you to the club?
Yeah, like I know Jay from when we played Coventry in the County Cup final. When I was at West Brom, we lost and Coventry won. Jay is good technically, and the staffing at Coventry are very good throughout, and they've all made me feel welcome. So yeah.
Well, the Coventry United team at the moment are, I wouldn't say hugely affected by injuries, but there are a few star players out. So do you feel it's the perfect time to join, seeing as now maybe the door is open a little bit more for you to make your debut and really cement a starting place?
Yeah, there is quite a few injuries in the squad at the minute, which would definitely help me, I guess, in a way, to try and edge my way into the team. But I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, fitness-wise, but I'm prepared to put the work in.
So, for those of you who haven't seen your exploits at West Brom champion, introduce yourself to the Red and Green Army. What can you bring to the Coventry United Ladies team?
So, I'm a versatile player. I can play midfield, defensive mid, right back, centre half. I'm more of like a technical player, very nippy, very ratty in the middle, and I like to put the balls through for the wingers to chase on, and through balls as well.
And finally, what do you want to achieve on what we hope is going to be your Coventry United debut today?
A win. I mean, I know that the end today is a win for all the girls. I know it's going to be a very tough match for us physically, and yeah, we're going to go toe to toe, but I'm sure the girls will pull out a good result today.
Well, fingers crossed we can get 3 points on the board. Fran, thank you for joining us, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Right now, straight into the action. The players are on the field. We'll get into the starting lineups for you right about now. On the screen for you. So there's the Coventry United team. Chelsea Weston and Anna Wilcox back in the squad, as is Shannon O'Brien. Now Shannon's been struggling with an injury for the last couple of weeks. She did make a comeback a few weeks ago, but then sort of aggravated the injury, so she is back now. Weston and Miles coming in for Georgia Popple and Holly Chandler, I believe. The Blackburn Rovers team is completely unchanged. I'll get that up for you now. As the players are just about to go through their pre-match ritual. So the team for Blackburn is Brooks, Fletcher, McDonald, Richards, Johnson, Benton, Doyle, Hodgson, Hughes, Edwards and Jordan. And on the bench are Bentley, Dukes, Newsham, Walters, Dean, Embley, Boydell and Stewart. So those are the starting lineups for today's game. We're just going to put the graphic on screen while we reposition the camera, and we'll be with you in a couple of minutes to get this party started as Coventry United host Blackburn.
Cheers for that, Phil.
No problem. It's nice to see the voices match the faces now.
I've certainly got a better voice than the face.
Alright, thanks for joining.
Thanks.
No problem. Thanks for joining us.
Look at Jeff, just look at him. Is that what a fucking expects to do? Sorry, I paused it because I thought you were just going to flip it round and start. But then as soon as you started talking, I pressed play again. So that's all right. I only missed like a second.
Yeah. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get this party started as Coventry United take on Blackburn. So the referee checks that we're good to go. Action is now underway at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United kicking from right to left in their traditional home strip of red and green. Blackburn also in their home colours of white and blue. I want to say a big shout out to Roy Eden, who is tuned in to Coventry United TV for today's live stream. He also sponsors CUTV with his company Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters, so thank you for your support, Roy, who is also the stadium announcer at Coventry United, but obviously due to the current regulations, there's no need for a stadium announcer, but hopefully Roy is going to be back playing the old 80s tunes that he loves to play over the airwaves at the home of Coventry United. Here's Chelsea Western. It's cut out by Johnson. It's Katie Morris now, Coventry United, on the back of a four-game losing streak. That time they've only managed to score 2 goals. But the performance against Sheffield United was promising. So fingers crossed the Red and Greens can get back to winning ways. The last victory they were able to muster came against Charlton, and that was in superb style. I think my voice is just about recovered from that one. Blackburn already looking for a route in, was deflected out off the left back, formerly of Bristol City, Ali Johnson. Come to Blackburn Rovers from Sheffield United. Johnson has had a tough time with injuries lately, but a very talented player. Johnson has deflected it into touch after the throw-up line from Coventry United. So almost 200 people listening in, so thank you for your support here on CUTV. Best place to find all of your Coventry United Ladies footage this season. Alice Hassel knotted over to the far side. Morris couldn't bring it under control, can only nod it behind. Jordan shields the ball from Nikki Miles. Defending trying to drive it through. Hughes in with a challenge, but Blackburn not to be denied on that occasion, as at least Hughes kept it alive. Hughes flicks it over to the left wing for Coventry United, and that is going to be a throw to Blackburn Rovers to be taken by Ellie Fletcher. Return to Fletcher. Jordan gives chase on the ball from Amy Hodgson, unable to catch up. And now Jordan telling her players, come on, crowd United out, box them into this corner. Crackle. Return to Crackle by Hughes. Got some distance on that clearance. Bounces to Jade Richards. Here's McDonald. Drives it down the right. Straight to Crackle, playing on the left today. Phoebe Warner dropping back. To the general, Nikki Miles. Here's Sue Wood making her second start since returning from COVID. Looking to lob it right for Chelsea Western, but a wayward ball from Wood. Not what you expect from the Coventry captain. And from behind, Phoebe Warner curtails that run for Blackburn. And the ambitious run up the side by Maria Edwards. Benton. Blackburn get themselves an early goal there as it deflected through off the ball from Edwards. Indeed it has. It's going to be a Blackburn corner to come in from the left wing. Was that near post punch cleared by Sue Wood, and Crackle should finish the job. And as far as a Blackburn midfielder, the low effort from Maria Edwards took a touch off a United leg. Remember to let us know your thoughts and feelings on the game in the YouTube comments section. Saffron Jordan trying to get the shot away. It's a real scramble right on the goal line, but Anna Wilcox punts it clear. Jordan on the ground and able to divert it towards the net. United by the skin of their teeth escaping with a blank scoreline intact. And now Wilcox gets some distance between the ball and the goal. Here come the red and greens into enemy territory for the first time in this match, and Shannon O'Brien looking to capitalise, cuts in from the right, Shannon O'Brien, and it's gathered well by the Blackburn shot stopper Alex Brooks. Promising signs early on for United. Over the head of Miles. Hughes couldn't find a route around Crackle. A few Blackburn Rovers fans in the comment section today, including the gamers. Also Queen of Ewood, who says she's a Blackburn fan who would normally have attended the game. Massive thank you for the stream. Good luck to both sides. Lofted ball towards the right-hand side. Crackle nods it down, only as far as Edwards. No nonsense defending from Nikki Miles. Kept alive by McDonald. Ball from Hodgson, rolling clear of the Blackburn centre-back in a bit of an alien position there. It hasn't gone out of play for the goal kick. If you hear a crunching noise behind us, that's marketing manager Connor West. He's scoffing on some Pringles. Luckily, it's the kind that I don't like. Hughes barged into touch. Well, Johnson thought it was going to be her throw, but nil point for Blackburn Rovers. That's as far as my French repertoire goes. I'm watching too much Eurovision. Weston. Straight to touch again by Johnson. Slow but steady progress along the right side for Joe Bradford's team. Hughes first time cross. Morris is in there, but it should be an easy clearance from McDonald. Volleys it into relative safety. Weston intercepts that flick on off the head of Elise Hughes. Hayley Crackle, Morris in support. Katie Morris couldn't keep it from crossing the white line. Unlucky there for the Coventry United midfielder, playing out wide today. The position that she seemed to thrive in on Thursday in the Continental Cup match against Sheffield United. Gaffer used it as a bit of a trial game for a few new positions, a few new tactics. Some worked, some didn't. And Morris trying to find a way out of a sea of white and blue. She tried her best, but even Morris's tenacity couldn't get her out of that situation, and Blackburn had the ball back. Launched away by Brooks. Jordan won the aerial duel with Anna Wilcox. It was caught in that exchange. Referee gives the free kick inside the centre circle. Referee orders Phoebe Warner to give Fenton some space. Fletcher offering the short option. Launched in, it just rises over the head of Miles. Goal kick it will be. Listening to, or watching I should say, live coverage of Coventry United versus Blackburn Rovers. I say listening because of course we only used to do live commentary streams, but now we are joining the match stream train. O'Brien, what a run this is. She's got Morris in the centre. She can find her. Finds Amber Hughes instead, and it was blocked off by the head of Fletcher. At the other end of the field, Hughes begins the counter. Jordan's up there with her. Edwards on the right too. Jordan the target, Jordan found. Saffron Jordan, she's caused United quite a few headaches in the past. Can she do so again? Saffron Jordan, the skipper, curls it to the right. Where it was a shot or a cross, it's the same result, a goal kick for Coventry United. Seward goes to collect another match ball. Alison Parker-Thompson says, great to have a stream, cheers. Andrew T also says, enjoying the commentary. Floydie BRFC also says, come on girls. Also a Blackburn Rovers fan, so thanks for your support to all listening from Blackburn, also those from Coventry. And any neutrals tuned in today as well. There is no place to be better than this. Wilcox. Morris to target. That's a great first stretch by Morris, taking it away from Fletcher. Katie Morris on the back line on her own, trying to slip it through for Shannon O'Brien. Good idea, but out comes Brooks to claim. United already showing more attacking intent in the first 11 minutes than they did in the entirety of the Sheffield United game. They're on the front foot now. Very even encounter, and Coventry United are on their way back after a tough few weeks. Not the best of clearance from Sue Wood, but a great slide in by Alice Hassel, preventing the strike from Hughes. Hughes, of course, on loan from Everton. He's Super League duo either side of Saffron Jordan. Richards could meet the run and hasn't. Blackburn Rovers could be through here for the opening goal. Wood with a competent save, cushioning that particular strike from Amy Hodgson. Van der Soo back between the sticks. Hughes couldn't quite make contact on that header. Richards can. Hughes wraps her leg around the defender and embarks on the attack up the right into Katie Morris, caught at the near post. Well, didn't quite reach the United midfielder, but it was another impressive move from Coventry United. Haven't quite got the opening shot away, and you feel it's only a matter of time before Brooks is properly tested. And now here comes Hodgson, driving up the flank. Hodgson's cross, side netting only, goal kick. Today's show here on CUTV brought to you by Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters and Mogan & Mogan. Make sure to check them out at half-time. Score after 13 minutes at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United Ladies 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. Johnson diverts that out, if in doubt, get it out, preventing the ball from finding Shannon O'Brien. We know how dangerous she can be. It's been a while without a goal for Shannon O'Brien, but she's hoping to break that duck today. The teenage striker with a very bright future in front of her. Weston looks for O'Brien. And O'Brien should get there ahead of Johnson, but where will she go from here? Needs support and finds it down line with Chelsea Weston. Launched into the box, it's not going to find Morris. In fact, it's going to find Fletcher, who volleys it into the midfield. Hughes trying to wrestle it back, but unsuccessful on that occasion. Now here come Blackburn. Jordan makes the run. It's a neat lofted ball to find the Blackburn talisman, but the cross wasn't there to match. Lofted back to Johnson by Wilcox. Doyle. Jade Richards across her centre-back partner, Kaylee McDonald. McDonald, cautious approach. Stretched by Hassel to tip it away from the intended target, Hodgson, but Hodgson's come back. Was Morris caught? Referee says no, but Crackle prevents the run. Wilcox closed down, but it's away just in time. McDonald retrieves it. All the way back to the former Birmingham shot stopper, Alex Brooks. Returns to McDonald. Sticks her boots through that. Morris trying to pirouette away from the challenge after the interception from Hassel. Crackle plays it back to Sue Wood. United will regroup from the back. Nikki Miles, they call her the general at centre back, but that's intercepted by Doyle. It's Emma Doyle. Hughes. The intended target was Maria Edwards, the Manchester United loanee, but needless to say, she wasn't found in the penalty area. Craig Hadley says, where do we get a cap like yours? Well, Craig, actually, this hat belonged to my granddad, so I'll tell you the full story when there's a bit of a break in play. Richards. Brooks receives it between the sticks. Blackburn Rovers looking dangerous on the assault, but United equal to them at the back and looking to craft something on their own here after retrieving the ball in a cluster of midfielders. Wilcox. Hughes nods it on, but Brooks calls for it and Brooks claims it. Where will the ball drop? It drops onto the head of Anna Wilcox. Morris. United wanted a free kick there, but they're going to continue with ball in hand. Crackle. O'Brien. Crackle trying to make the overlap. It's sent out. Blackburn felt it should have been their throw, but the final touch, according to the ref, has come off Eddie Fletcher. Fletcher retying her boots. Crackle just checking that hers are okay before she takes the throw. Off the head of Morris. Slight shove from behind by Fletcher, not enough for the free kick. The referee agrees, not enough there. So a story on the hat that Craig asked about. The flat cap actually belonged to my granddad. My granddad actually was one of only two people who told me that I could do it when I said I wanted to be a commentator. It was my granddad and my history teacher who said that I could be a commentator. The others were a bit sceptical. So when my granddad passed away, my nan actually gave him his hat. So every time that I commentate, I take my granddad with me. So that's the story behind the flat cap. Two number 22s going head to head there, Anderson and Hodgson, and it was Anderson who won the battle, but it is out of play for a throw. Fletcher. And to Richards by Doyle. Crossfield ball, it's going to be a struggle to get back, but Fenton succeeded. Sasha Fenton. Good pressure from behind by Hassel, forcing Blackburn back. Doyle, crossfield attempt, blocked up by Morris. Shannon O'Brien now with Hassel. Plays it over the back line, but also over the Coventry United attackers. McDonald finds Richards. Jade Richards up the flank. Ali Johnson takes it over. Johnson, and there's a Coventry United injury on the far side. That's Chelsea Weston, who has stayed down. And Seward drives it clear. Weston still getting back to her feet. Will United try and play it out, or are they going to continue? It looks like they are going to continue here. Weston still looking a little bit sheepish, but Coventry are keeping the ball within bounds. But not for long. That's not the best of balls from Sue Wood. Trying to curl it over to Hayley Crackle. Luckily Weston is okay now. She's moving pretty much back to her best. Fletcher. Jordan out muscled by Anna Wilcox. And that's going to be a corner ball for Blackburn Rovers. Minutes gone here on CUTV. Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 0 in the FA Women's Championship, live on CUTV with your commentator Liam Cook. Doyle's corner towards that far post was Richards was waiting. I've got to try and get this clear here, and there was a high boot there. It looks like Wilcox has taken a boot to the face in trying to head that ball clear. She's really not afraid of putting her body on the line for a team. And thankfully, Wilcox is okay. The free kick is given in favour of Coventry United. Jacob says, hi, Liam, where is Beth today? I assume you mean Beth Merrick. She's injured, so not part of the squad today. Craig Booth says, good commentary. Can I get a shout out for my girl, Ellie Bees? Yes, you can. Shout out to you, Ellie. Bit of a wrestling match going on between Doyle and Phoebe Warner there. The man in black pointing out that he's a football referee, not a wrestling referee. He hasn't got the striped shirt for that. Chelsea Weston. Cushion header by Richards to Fenton. First of the seconds is Weston. Katie Morris takes over. Morris along the touchline, cuts back, whips it in. The height of Richards coming to her aid there, with O'Brien lurking menacingly behind. Sue Wood on the ball for Coventry. Miles strides away from the danger zone. Hassel caught short, and now Jordan will give chase to that ball. Saffron Jordan, shoulder to shoulder, I should say, with Nikki Miles. Force out of the penalty area. Receives some support on the left side. Hodgson. And that's a throw-in given in favour of Coventry United, as Hodgson was barged over the line by Katie Morris. Great strength on show from the northern midfielder. A lot of positive comments about the commentary, I must say, guys. Thank you very much for your support and your feedback. It really does mean a lot. If you guys can't be with us in the stadium, which is, of course, what everyone would like, we're just glad that we can keep you up to date with the latest goings-on with Coventry United Ladies. Of course, if you do want to see more live streams and highlight interviews and everything in between, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there before Christmas. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll get notified every time we upload a video. And that's the offside flag up against Saffron Jordan. The real shame as she puts it in the back of the net, but you can tell she made the run too early. Leon Cook, no relation, saying Katie Morris going full Edgar Davids today. And she always wears those goggles. I must say, I've never asked her why. I've never asked her why she wears the goggles, so I'll try and ask her that in an interview when we get to chat with her again. But there's certainly a trademark of Morris's. Shannon O'Brien. Blackburn starting to wise up to the threat of O'Brien now, crowding her out. Here's Hughes, the Everton loanee. Through ball driven through not only the Coventry United defence but also through the Blackburn attack. 23 minutes gone on CUTV, still scoreless. We will be taking a break at half-time after we've gone through the first half happenings. Myself and our marketing manager, Connor West, will be chatting through some of the sticking points from the first half. Hodgson. Hodgson, she's got support on the right from Fletcher. Goes to the left instead with Hughes. Here's McDonald. Turn to Hughes. Doyle. That's with Edwards. Only as far as Nikki Miles, and she knew exactly what to do with that one. Heavy first touch from Shannon O'Brien, but she out-muscles the Blackburn midfielder and gets it back, punted upfield by Katie Morris, preventing the Blackburn counter. But didn't go towards pushing Coventry in the right direction in terms of attack, and there is going to be a short stoppage here as one of the Blackburn players is down. Taking a fair odd whack in that exchange. And that was just a bit of artificial crowd noise we're experimenting with there from Connor West. As if my voice isn't loud enough for you. The gamer says, can you please shout me out? Me and my friend Lexi play for Blackburn Rovers under 11s. Well, the gamers and Lexi, welcome to you. Hope you're enjoying the coverage today. Mark Morris, I believe, related to Katie, says she needs, Katie Morris needs the goggles. They're prescription. Well, I never knew that. Thanks for letting us know, Mark.
When Nikki travels, get her to put some more height on the voice, too straight.
You might be able to hear the dulcet tones of Maz Gauntlett in the Coventry United area. Gauntlett's not involved today, one of several players out injured. Received an injury in the game against Leicester last week. Gauntlet always willing to impart her wisdom on her teammates when she can. Helen Dermody also out injured. So new look midfield really in the last couple of games. Phoebe Warner, Katie Morris in there, Alice Hassel, Becky Anderson. A lot of talent in this Coventry United team, especially in the midfield. A lot of options there. So we're back underway after that brief stoppage. United playing the ball back to Blackburn Rovers. So playing out from the back now, McDonald to Fletcher. Just able to keep it within the confines of the field, but deflected off Hughes. That's pass from Hodgson. Anderson trying to do too much on her own, invites Saffron Jordan onto the ball. That's something that you don't want to do. Hodgson through the legs of Anna Wilcox, but tracking back is Alice Hassel. Great work from the former Aston Villa midfielder. Here's Morris. The challenge from behind takes it out for a Coventry United throw halfway into their own turf. 300 supporters listening to CUTV today. Thank you very much for your support. And again, hit the like button if you are enjoying today's coverage, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Warner. Surrounded by blue and white shirts. So I've seen a little bit of a trip on that far side. Referee felt it was enough to give the free kick to the Red and Greens. Played short with Becky Anderson. Miles picks it up. The space on the left for Crackle. She can be found, and she is found. Crackle. Pressure from Hodgson, gets it away to Hughes. Shannon O'Brien crossing opportunity. She won't get that opportunity thanks to the linesman's flag on the far side. On CUTV, sponsored by Mogan & Mogan and Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters. Check them out at half-time. McDonald trying to blast it away, but racing towards her, Shannon O'Brien getting enough from that ball to turn it. Up by Hughes. Blackburn frustrated with themselves on that occasion. Handball claims, referee says no. Over to the centre of the park with Richards. Edwards. thumped clear by Anna Wilcox, and O'Brien receives the ball with Warner making the overlap, looking to put it through for Warner, blocked off initially, but in. Where could you go from here? Cuts past Fletcher, Amber Hughes trying to set up United for the attempt, went for goal herself, and it's wide at the near post. So it's seeing a glimpse of what United can do up front. Flow towards the penalty area. Did have a little blip on the stream there. The screen went blank. But, we have sorted it now. Apologies for that. Wilcox. A little bit of afters there from Blackburn's Maria Edwards. The ball had already gone. Like a bit of a potential shoulder barge into Anna Wilcox. Abby B asked, what is the score? It's still 0-0 between Coventry United and Blackburn. And we are now into the half-hour mark. Wilcox just receiving a bit of treatment after a heavy blow from the Manchester United loanee Maria Edwards. So it's the last stream that we've got for a couple of weeks. United are taking a break next weekend. But hopefully the men's team will be back soon for Coventry United as well. For those who don't know, the Coventry United men's team play in the Midland League Premier Division, which is the 9th tier of English football. They're set to return on the 5th of December in an FA Vars match, and again we are streaming those matches too. Looking at the fixtures, the next time we're on air here on CUTV with the ladies team is on the 6th of December. We've got to get permission to live stream that match first, but fingers crossed we will be live streaming it. At the very least we'll be doing live commentary and highlights. Well, that's London City against Coventry United. That being London City Lionesses. Back underway after that short stoppage. Look at that, great skill on show by Hayley Crackle. She's having a field day today. She does tricks as well. And Amber Hughes taking out the lunge from Fletcher behind, taking out the legs of the United winger. I don't think there'll be any further punishment, but Fletcher will be hoping that her actions haven't given Coventry a goal-scoring opportunity. In fact, there is going to be a yellow card, first card of the day, for Ellie Fletcher, the Blackburn right-back. Voyas Vitra saying they think Maria used to be a boxer, Maria Edwards that is. the player who took out Anna Wilcox. Well, thankfully Anna is okay. So from Fletcher's foul, Hayley Crackle steps up to give Coventry United an opportunity. From the left-hand side of the penalty area. They haven't been able to get one on target just yet. Can they manage it now with Weston? And they got there first. Apologies if you did hear any rude language there from Fletcher. Signs of frustration from the Blackburn defender. Of course, it is a football match, so it's only to be expected. But let's just say if you do hear any bad language, it's not from me. Cracker on the halfway line. Looks for Hughes, met in mid-air by Hodgson. McDonald with a powerful volley. Just out of reach for Saffron Jordan. Nodded to Hassel by Anna Wilcox. Hassel shields well and finds Hayley Crackle. Hassel really making an impression in that midfield. Now she's fully fit, we're really seeing what she can do. Nodded out on this near side by Fenton. Crackle. Brought to feet by Amber Hughes. Looks right for Katie Morris, too close to Johnson. Edwards, Richards, and McDonald. Thumped clear by McDonald. Sent back where it came from by Weston. Kept alive by Doyle. Edwards dispossessed by Katie Morris, and wants to swing the boot later from Sue Wood. The ball is in the midfield. Brian got enough on that to divert it to Phoebe Warner. Hughes is on the left, as is Crackle. Crackle picked up. Hughes waiting for Crackle to make a decision. Digs it into the vicinity of Amber Hughes. Now Hassel. Curling ball straight into the penalty area, but no red shirts to collect and take it further. 35 minutes gone on CUTV. Blackburn and Coventry still playing out a scoreless stalemate. Hughes hoping to change that, nods it to Saffron Jordan. Lobbed up rather than out by Nikki Miles, over a kick by Crackle. Blackburn not done with that move. Swing and a miss by Fenton, allowing Coventry United to sneak through the back door. O'Brien slips it through. Alice Hassel. Brooks got there first. The intent is there for Coventry United, the execution almost there. The home side looking more of a threat as time goes on. Half-time usually comes at the wrong time for Coventry United in these sort of matches. Fletcher. Will I go out for a corner? Yes, it will. Looks like the final touch has come off Nikki Miles. With Edwards hoping to divert it home from close range. And Craig Hadley saying players getting in the mood for Survivor Series with these meaty challenges. That's a wrestling pay-per-view for those who don't know. And yes, I will be watching it at 1 AM this morning. And that should dip into the hands of Sue Wood. Barge from behind. Bread and butter free kick. Playing out to the right with Nikki Miles, the general. Call that for leadership qualities, a never say die attitude. Morris, tripped by Johnson. O'Brien tried to keep going, but the referee has called it back, and O'Brien thought about the quick free kick. Probably best that United left it. Again, thank you to the 300 spectators on CUTV's live stream. It really does mean a lot. Just got to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you are enjoying today's coverage. It's Chelsea Weston sizing up her options from the free kick. Puts it in towards Shannon O'Brien. O'Brien gets her held in it, but only sends it over the woodwork. She get that header down, then Brooks might have been in trouble. Brooks finds McDonald from the short goal kick. Doyle, challenged from behind by Hassel, and finds solace in Jade Richards, who's there offering support. Here's Ali Johnson. Looking to match the run of Maria Edwards online from Manchester United. Edwards. Mars gets on the ball, pirouettes away, and the general was on her way. Warner couldn't bring it to feet, concedes the throw just in front of the Rovers technical area. Jordan chips it up. Elise Hughes. Hodgson wanted it, but went for a more conservative option. Morris's clearance blasted off Doyle. Still very much in the danger zone here for Coventry United. Locked it in by Johnson, and Sue Wood brings it down safely. Volleyed into the centre of the park, straight to Shannon O'Brien. Closed down quickly by Fenton. Hodgson. Fenton looking to find Fletcher on the right. Anderson trying to shepherd it out, but it wasn't heading out. So Anderson does the business on her own. Scoops it up. O'Brien. Hughes gives chase, sent into the blue and white seats by Richards. All pinballing around the seats, eventually ends up back on the pitch. It's Haley Crackle. Hughes. Sandwich between the two Blackburn players. Fletcher who comes away with the ball. Hodgson from McDonald. Now Hughes. A tangle of legs between Hughes and Anderson. It's Hughes who gets the free kick. Just got to keep their heads here, not giving away any silly fouls. Allowing Blackburn the chance with these set pieces. A lot of strength, a lot of height in this team. Put it in by McDonald. Miles calls for it, nods it out. Hassel finishes the job, and I think it was Edwards again who clattered into the United player. Thankfully, no lasting effects on it's Becky Anderson. In fact, it was actually Alice Hassel. Stronger than she looks. Sue Wood drives it up the right. Awkward bounce in front of Morris. Racing away with it now is Edwards for Blackburn Rovers. It's behind Hughes. We're taking a deflection off Chelsea Weston. And Blackburn are going to regroup, get into position. Johnson's going to take the throw. Returned by Hughes to Johnson. Trying to skip past Katie Morris, but now take the ball out of bounds. Weston with ball in hand, and still got to get this right. It's a dangerous area. And certainly got it right. Warner was found. Throw in Blackburn though, out-muscled Phoebe Warner on the opposite end of the park. Taken quickly, Richards across to McDonald at centre-back. Driving through the centre is McDonald, floated left, Saffron Jordan. But it didn't reach Jordan thanks to the head of Morris. And Morris gets some distance. It's distance outside of the ground. United want a foul throw, it's not given. Johnson. Anna Wilcox with a bit of assistance from Anderson, getting the ball clear. And Fletcher taking no risks, sticking out on this near side with Amber Hughes for company. If in doubt, get it out. Amber Hughes. Stumbled by Hughes. Fletcher tries to clear. Volley to O'Brien, not quite. The ball from Crackle just evaded her, but Coventry will come again. But now it's Blackburn on the assault. Great run, nice ball. Not what Hughes wanted though from Edwards. The women's from Craig saying that the Coventry defence going 12 rounds with Edwards at the moment. Anderson, chip pass. O'Brien going shoulder to shoulder with McDonald with some assistance from Richards. McDonald gets away with it. Just had to enter the final minute of normal time. There have been a couple of stoppages, mainly from some rather robust challenges from Edwards. That's a nice ball to Hodgson. Hodgson takes it past Crackle. Hodgson kills it across the face of goal. A final touch from Chelsea Western results in a corner kick for Blackburn. Score remains at the Butts Park Arena in the FA Women's Championship. Coventry 0, Blackburn 0. So will likely be the final opportunity of normal time before we start the stoppages. Towards Richards. Crackle gets enough on it. And how about that for a clearance from Weston? Stick your laces through it and hope for the best. Brooks is going to volley it. But straight back to her, opposite number 1 in Sue Wood. Probably not the best course of action there for the former Birmingham shot stopper. Wood taking her time. We are now into added minutes. How long? Sadly, we don't know. No third official, no electronic board to tell us. And Jordan now jogging up to Sue Wood to force her to pick the ball up and get the game underway again. You don't want to get into half time with something away in 4 and a blank scoreline is an open canvas, really, a blank canvas, I should say, for Coventry United. O'Brien. Fletcher can only find Becky Anderson, but maybe one more twist in the second half. Jordan just about keeps with the confines of the field. Now Liz Hughes. Edwards making himself available on the far side, but it's deflected out for a corner of Nikki Miles. Blackburn certainly aren't happy to go into half-time level, as Fenton places the ball and gets ready to launch it in from the right flank. In it goes from Fenton. Launching it in, launches it out. And that's the end of first half proceedings here at the Butts Park Arena in the FA Women's Championship. Half-time score, Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. We're going to take a 10-minute break on CUTV. When we come back, we'll be joined by Head of Marketing Connor West, and we'll be discussing the real sticking point of the first half. Liam Cook signing off for the next 10 minutes here on CUTV. Well, apologies for that. There was no sound there, unfortunately. Apologies for that, but we are back online now. So we've just been talking about how Coventry United and Blackburn have been squaring up. And in terms of a defensive display, I don't think it could have gone much better.
No, not at all. The girls have... There's just been a difference, just a massive step up from recent games. I mean, we know the circumstances, which is why that's happened, but they're starting to find their feet now. They're starting to get more fit, they're starting to get more lively, more confident as well, which is the main thing I think in this league is confidence. You play with confidence, and we're getting that now. You know, even though they lost 4-0 to Sheffield on Thursday, there was a lot of positives to take from the game. You know, they were building up, and then today it's shown because they've been very much in the game. Maybe a couple of half chances, but we look very dangerous on the counter, getting them on the break. A lot of them have played very well so far this first half. I can't see anyone that's had a bad game so far in the first half.
I totally agree with that.
They've kept Jordan at bay, which is obviously their threat. Like you said, the two WSL loanees on the wings, Hayley and Chelsea, have kept them at bay. And then going forward, they're so quick going forward as well, which is something new that we've seen.
We seem just one step away from a counter-attack goal. I mean, we're seeing some great through balls being put through by guys of Anderson, Warner, and Hassel. They're just a yard too much or a yard too little. They just honestly feel they're just one decent pass away from sticking Shannon or Alice through. Amber, I should say. And that could be the moment, and it could be a 1-0 game, but it's going to be a fantastic second half, isn't it? I mean, there's so much to play for.
Oh, definitely. It's been such a end-to-end first half as well, which is always a joy to watch from a neutral point of view. I mean, it don't do me any favours on the social media, but you know, it's great from the neutral point of view. You know, seeing it end-to-end and that, and it's been a very exciting first half, and hopefully we get more of the same second half, and hopefully that is involving a Coventry United goal.
Our fingers crossed. I mean, of course, we do have Amy Woffman on the bench in case that we need some more firepower. Of course, Blackburn also have a very stacked bench. We'll take you through the teams again just before we get underway. Blackburn players just coming out now. One final word. You said that Hayley Crackle was your player of the match so far. Mine has been Alice Hassel. I mean, really, as you say, no one has had a bad game. No. Everyone is putting their, really sticking their foot into challenges, getting stuck in, not allowing Blackburn to get away from them. But also Blackburn have been doing the same. Although I think Blackburn have been pressing them a little bit more than Coventry United. I'd say the back line, as well as Alice. Obviously, Alice has been dropping a little bit deeper, playing as a holding midfielder. I don't think the defence could have done more there. I think this has got to be one of the strongest defensive performances that I've seen from Coventry United in a long time.
Oh, definitely. It definitely shows at the start of the season when we played London Bees, very, very solid, very confident. The back four have been today. So, I mean, like you said about the bench, we've got Amy, got Fran, who hopefully will make a debut today. That'll be good to see if she comes on. But at the minute, I think they're doing really well. I think Jay's going to have a bit of a headache to see who to take off, really, because I think everyone's had a very good first half, very solid first half, and they're very much in the game.
Well, let's get straight into the action now here on CUTV. Second half coming up. Connor, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We're back underway here on CUTV, live with Liam Cook for the second half of this FA Women's Championship match. Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 0, the current score. I don't see any changes at half-time, so it's as you were. Very end-to-end first half at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United now playing with the sun behind them, and the sun is setting now quite low below the railway line behind the end to the left here at the Butts Park Arena, the end that Blackburn will be attacking in the second half. So it could make it difficult for the Blackburn attackers. Could be an advantage for Coventry United. We'll wait and see what happens. So yes, apologies once again, guys, for the lack of sound there during the first part of that interview, at least. A couple of technical issues there, but we are once again back on air on CUTV. Although the less you hear of my voice, I think the better for you guys. It does have an effect on you. There's Alice Hassel over to Becky Anderson. Back with Sue Wood. Weston for Coventry United. Down line to Katie Morris. Cut out just in time by Fenton. Now it's with Johnson. Blackburn looking to capitalise on this early move. It's with Johnson. Whipped in from the left-hand side, bounces past the number 22 for Blackburn there. That was Amy Hodgson. Now it's Coventry on the break and Warner taken out. Referee giving play on. It was a rather robust block by McDonald. And the referee is going to the book. Here we go with the free kick. Anna Wilcox standing over it, and she does like to hit them from here. She is going to go for it as well, and Brooks had to be on her toes. Into the centre circle it goes. Wilcox tried to clear it, but it's charged down by Saffron Jordan. Chest control by Saffron Jordan. There were handball claims. It's stabbed away on the left-hand side by Nikki Miles. United still appealing for the handball decision. It's obviously not going to be given now. And Blackburn right in the heart of the United penalty area. Jordan gets to strike away and diving onto it, Sue Wood. But United will look back on that decision not to award the handball. I didn't get a clear view of it, so I can't say whether it should have been a free kick or not. We'll let you make your minds up at home. But needless to say, I don't think United would have been too pleased if Jordan was able to score from there. Richard, and it's well cut out by Katie Morris. Great skill to take it past Richard. She's got Warner to her left-hand side. Morris going for glory. It was blocked off well by McDonald, but Coventry ready for round two. Anderson over to Amber Hughes. Hughes in. Cutting in from the left, Amber Hughes saved with the leg. Hughes again. Morris in there. Can they clear? Richards able to get it away as far as Hughes. Weston collects. What a start to this second half. Chelsea Weston. Not the cross that Coventry were hoping for, but Blackburn able to keep Coventry at bay. Great save with the outstretched leg of Brooks. Well, an action-packed first 5 minutes of the second half here at the Butts Park Arena. It remains scoreless. But I don't think this is going to end 0-0. Famous last words from the commentator, perhaps. Gets away from Morris. Doyle to Johnson. Edwards leaves the ball behind, and that invites Morris to intercept. Shannon O'Brien pirouettes away for the challenger Fenton. Anna Wilcox. Hughes the target. Cut out by Fletcher. Hodgson, Fletcher, evades the presence of Amber Hughes, now with McDonald. Blackburn is trying to calm things down at the back, maintaining possession, but Hughes getting stuck in on Fenton. Diverted out by Hughes and nearly taken out the Blackburn subs. Well, the bench of Coventry United, plenty of talent on there. They've got 5 subs: Chandler, Popple, Orthodoxu, Watford and Colville. All those players ready and willing to make an impact. We'll go for the Blackburn bench in a minute. Morris has let that one go. The bench for Blackburn is Bentley, Dukes, Newsham, Walters, Dean, Embley, Boydell and Stewart. Weston waiting for the right option to present itself. Finds Warner. Pass to Hassel, too short. Saffron Jordan are going to play Edwards through. And back to Wood thanks to Chelsea Weston. Wood wasting no time in getting it away. Amber Hughes picked up in the centre circle by Phoebe Warner. O'Brien looking to make herself available. Shannon O'Brien has got to get the better of McDonald hit. Shannon O'Brien pirouettes around the defender. Shannon O'Brien and palmed away well by Brooks. We said at half time it just took that one right ball for Coventry United into O'Brien, into that penalty area, and she would do the rest. But Brooks ensured that the attempt from O'Brien would not lead to the opening goal. But that is what Coventry United can do. That is the danger they possess. Hughes hooks it up and returned by McDonald. Jordan beaten mid-air by Nikki Miles. Alice Hassel. This game is really getting exciting now. Trying to cushion it to Becky Anderson, but Fenton there connects with the head of Hayley Crackle. You can tell how much both sides want this win. Maybe Jay Bradford's words of wisdom have worked at half time, but Blackburn looking to get in there, and the referee is going to give the penalty here, is he? He has. The referee has given the penalty for the foul on Saffron Jordan. It was the lino who was flagging for it. The referee wasn't sure. The referee thought about it. It was not the main official who pointed to the spot first. The linesman was flagging for it. I'm not entirely sure. I think the United player may have got the ball. A contentious decision, but Blackburn have got the penalty. Well, Wood protests. But now she's got to focus on the job in hand as Elise Hughes, on loan from Everton, can give Blackburn Rovers the lead from the spot. It's not the way we wanted to see the scoring open at such a competitive match, but Blackburn will take a goal any way they can. And it's up to Hughes to provide it. Elise Hughes scores just out of reach of Sue Wood. Blackburn Rovers take the lead. Say what you will about the decision, it was contentious. But Elise Hughes stuck it into the roof of the net and left no doubt about the conversion of the spot kick. Well, I'd certainly like to look back on that penalty decision and see whether it was the right one. My first instinct was, but the United defender did get something on the ball. There was certainly sizable contact with Jordan. I was a little surprised not to see Jordan take it, actually. But despite the promising start to the first half of Coventry United, they are behind, and still that first clean sheet in the league is elusive. Well, it seems to have lit a fire in Coventry United now, a much more aggressive style in the opening minute. After that goal, and now Shannon O'Brien maintains possession despite the best efforts of McDonald, but needs support. Looks down line, Morris is there, but not in a position to help. It's down line with Chelsea Weston. Weston fires it into the box. Will it bounce for Amber Hughes? Hughes had a go, but sends it into the car park. We'll also shout out to Kai, the head of football at Wow Hydrate, one of the principal sponsors at Coventry United, watching the game. So the score now at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. The penalty from Elise Hughes, and the Hughes going down there, but Blackburn will continue with Fenton. It's out of play on the far side for Blackburn Rovers. Hanson's return ball nearly caught Crackle out. Nodded on towards Jordan, cushions it down for Hughes. Edwards. Blackburn with a bit between their teeth, wanting to stretch their lead further. Johnson. Pinballed between Weston and Morris, and eventually Morris sticks it out. And there is going to be substitution for Blackburn Rovers. Doesn't look like the sub is ready yet. Who is coming off? And who is coming on? Of course, no board on the far side to let us know. The player coming off for Blackburn Rovers. Player coming off is Maria Edwards, the Manchester United loanee. It's the end of her afternoon. She heads straight for the changing rooms. And as soon as we see the shirt number for the Blackburn sub, we'll let you know who's coming on. And coming on for Blackburn Rovers it's Chelsea Dukes. So a defender for an attacker. Maybe a change of tack, or is it going to be Johnson pushing further up to join that front three? She can play in a more advanced role. Weston bundles that one out. It's going to be a corner kick. Swapped in from the left. He's looking to clear Weston. Blackburn not done with this one. I was trying to charge it out, and eventually Coventry United play it out of danger instead. And Weston blocked off. She would have been through there. Shannon O'Brien was set to be through on goal after she was taken out by one of the Blackburn defenders. Well, Blackburn have got the lead. They had to work hard to get it. They don't want to lose it now. And Anna Wilcox on the free kick. Is she going to go for goal, or is she looking to provide the assist for a teammate on the edge of that penalty area? It's Wilcox in towards Shannon O'Brien, headed up rather than out by McDonald. In fact, he is headed out by McDonald. Head in hands moment for the defender. Not impressed with herself on that occasion. Personally, I think she did what she needed to do on that occasion there. Here's Katie Morris with the corner. Morris in, Weston! Is it across the line? No, it isn't. Chelsea Weston's header goal bound, but cleared just in time. And Crackle will instigate the second attack for Coventry United. Here's Morris. This game is far from over. Coventry United have still got a lot of attacking intent in them. Hassel. Chelsea Weston. Now Wilcox. That's just calming things down. Launched over to the left-hand side. Weston over a kick, looking to create some separation from Fletcher. But McDonald is first to the seconds and launches it into the Blackburn technical area. Warner receives from the throw. Crackle. Pumped away by Fletcher. Jordan looking to get on the end of it. You can tell the Blackburn forwards a little less enthusiastic to get forward than they were when it was 0-0. And maybe they just want to consolidate the 1-0 advantage they have. And that's going to be a free kick. Amber Hughes furious as Jordan was taken out on the slide. It's going to be a yellow card, I believe. Jay Bradford, the Coventry United manager, absolutely fuming Well, Coventry are preparing a sub. That looks like Amy Waffen to me. A yellow card. Launched into the danger zone. Jordan backing into Miles. Nothing doing there, but Coventry have got to get it clear. Offside flag raised. Coventry wanting to play on. Alan B has said, just reviewed the penalty. Looked like a good decision, but can't be 100% though. The line-out was well placed. So we'll have a look when we can see what the referee's thinking was behind it. Again, I only saw it the once, so you guys have probably seen it more than I have. Anderson. Amber Hughes, dogged determination in defence for Blackburn, but Hughes still going. Great work by Amber Hughes, looking to put O'Brien through. Shannon O'Brien, can you get the shot away? Tight angle. Still O'Brien looking to set herself up. O'Brien, Shannon O'Brien couldn't keep the effort down. And here comes the change of Coventry United. It is Amy Waffen coming on. The former Wales youth striker. Who will it be leaving the field? It's Amber Hughes, I think, is it? I can't see who's come off. There's another change for Blackburn too, as Fletcher's come off now. And look at that, is it? I think Shannon O'Brien's been taken off. She has. Well, I must say I'm surprised. Shannon O'Brien taken off. Maybe Jay trying to save her for another match. Of course, she still is recovering from injury. I thought this would have been a match that O'Brien was perfect for. But instead, Jay going for a different tack with Amy Waffen brought on. Richards just able to get it back to Brooks. Over the head of Hughes. Weston. So I can tell you the Blackburn sub is a Charlotte Newsham who's come on. Waffen. That's a good block there by Waffen. Let's launch over to this near side by Chelsea Dukes. Dukes has now swapped over to the right. We have Newsham on the left. Chelsea Weston with ball in hand. Weston up the right flank. Waffen looking for Katie Morris. Hughes first onto it, goes down, referee says no. Johnson. Hassel gets stuck in. Benton fell of her own accord. Nikki Miles. Wilcox drives through the centre. Great run from Wilcox. Looking to catch Amber Hughes, just bounces away from the United winger. If you're just joining us here on CUTV with Liam Cook, the score is currently Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 1 after a penalty by Elise Hughes. Benton sending Saffron Jordan on her way. And that's handball against Jordan. Back underway. Nikki Miles now looking to get some yards. Straight down the middle. Waffen just about keeps it alive. Warner, Hassel, lofted pass up the left. Hughes will give chase. And Amber Hughes was beaten to it, but a pressure on Chelsea Dukes left the fullback little option but to hook it out. Return pass from the throw is into touch once more. Blackburn have it now. 65 minutes gone on CUTV, sponsored by Mogan & Mogan and Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters. Hughes wins that header. Warner. Blackburn's looking to clear only as far as Hayley Crackle. Hassel. Oh, that looked like a perfect ball through for Waffen, but McDonald sticking a foot in. And Becky Anderson not allowing the Blackburn winger to get away. Hughes into a crowded area of the park, but Coventry are determined not to let that penalty set them back. And Becky Anderson with a ball into an empty penalty area. The only one there waiting for it was Brooks. Brooks bouncing the ball, wasting precious seconds. Bit early for time wasting, but Blackburn had the lead, so why not? Jordan. Saffron Jordan took a touch off Mars, but Jordan is passed. In goes the cross and a kung fu-like kick from Chelsea Weston. Morris charges it down from Newsham. Katie Morris up the right, has got to bring it down. The ball bouncing, slowing Morris down here. Newsham tracks back. Morris tried to retain possession, but Fenton doing enough to bring it back for Blackburn. Wilcox gets there ahead of Johnson and volleys it into touch. Remember to let us know your comments in the YouTube comment section. Any thoughts you have on today's game or coverage. Make sure to hit the like button as well if you are enjoying today's show. And subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content from our men's and women's teams. Doyle. Newsham, back to Doyle. Now it's with Fenton, Richards. Seems to be less pressing from Coventry United than there was in the early stages of the second half. Floated upfield. And the attempt from long range, worth a go from Hodgson. Saw Wood off a line and went for glory. If it was on target, he may have left Wood in an awkward position. Weston. Here's Katie Morris. Warner was the target, but picked out by Fenton. United seem to have lost their way a little bit now, and Saffron Jordan looks to compound their misery. Into the penalty area she goes, shoulder to shoulder with Miles. Saffron Jordan across the penalty area it goes, and it's out on this near side. Crackle steaming in and punting it into touch. Remember to vote for your Coventry United Ladies Player of the Match. That's on the official Coventry United Ladies Twitter account, which is at Cov United LFC. The vote will be opening shortly. And also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Coventry United TV, that is, at Cov United TV, for updates from the club and the show, and also to get all of your live stream links. Corner to come for Blackburn Rovers. Can they double their money with this set piece? Wood with the punch. Warner looks to kickstart the counter. Hayley Crackle, can she bring it down? Nods it on, but gives it away. Crackle has gone down. Referee again says nothing. It's a very physical match. Coventry United now given the free kick, as it was Waffen who was on the receiving end that time. 300 I should say. 377 people listening in concurrently on CUTV today. The stream's been watched 2,300 times. So thank you very much for your support. Keep subscribing. We're nearly at 950 subscribers. Blackburn on the approach. Jordan waiting for it in the centre. Wood catches it at the near post, the strike from Fenton. It's Alice Hassel on the ball for Coventry United. Things have slightly calmed down since Shannon O'Brien was taking off. You're looking for a more conservative approach. Hughes taking on Newsham and now making a beeline for the box. Waffling in support. Amber Hughes going for glory, but it's deflected. I think the final touch came off McDonald. And Coventry have the corner coming in from the right. Amber Hughes on corner duty towards Chelsea Weston on the volley, turned away but returned to Amber Hughes from the defender. Hughes with a second attempt towards that far post. It's Richards with a head on it now. Headed towards the net by Hassel. Brooks leaping like a salmon to bring it down. Headed on by the goal scorer, Hughes. Hodgson gives chase. Crackle blocks her path. Amy Hodgson has won the throw right in the corner. Blackburn now getting the ball ready for the assault on the Coventry United penalty area. It's with Hodgson, that's offside flag raised against Chelsea Dukes. And the ball kicked away. That wastes precious seconds for Coventry. Just 17 minutes to go on CUTV. It is that contentious penalty award, which is the difference thus far, and it will be very sad if that is the only goal of the match. Wilcox, Hughes making the run. It's won in the air by Newsham. Ali Johnson, Elise Hughes. Now with Doyle. Emma Doyle to Ali Johnson. There's space on the right-hand side. Jordan waiting for it, didn't reach her, nodded out by Anna Wilcox. And Hassel can only find touch on the left-hand side. Well, we have now reached 950 subscribers on Coventry United TV's YouTube channel. Thank you very much. We're nearly at 1,000. The aim is to reach that number by Christmas. We've got over a month to go, and it is looking very likely that we are going to reach that with the current rates of subscribers. So thank you very much, everyone. Making the run up the left-hand side, Johnson and Weston, the two number 20s going head-to-head. Weston tries to shield it into touch and has done so. Goal kick. Kidalala, great name by the way, says the commentary is on fire. Thank you very much, mate. I hope you're enjoying it. Challenge on Hughes from behind. The final touch has come off Newsham. The left-back looking bemused to the referee's decision. He seems pretty sure of it. Weston. Henderson to Anna Wilcox. Spanner with a slightly soft pass back to Sue Wood, but it is now safely out with Crackle. Hayley Crackle, Blackburn seem wise to the United tricks now, and they've got the throw out of it just in front of Jay Bradford's technical area. And again, Bradford looks to the official. Anna Colville getting ready to come on for Coventry United, it would seem. Another attacking threat coming on can only be a good thing for the red and greens, but with time running out and Blackburn with a narrow advantage, you have to expect they're going to shut up shop soon. Can they get a second goal before they do that? Johnson in, looking for Hughes. Miles says not today and stabs it out for the corner. Blackburn, as you would expect, taking their time with this corner. Fenton sizing up her options. A second goal would surely clinch it for the visitors. McDonald will pick it up at the far post. Wood first to it and straight on the assault, looking for Coventry players. Further afield, Hughes was the target, but Fenton stretches and diverts it out at the expense of a throw, but allows Blackburn to regroup, and there is going to be a change now with Anna Colville coming on for Coventry United. It's Phoebe Warner making way. So I'd expect that Morris would take a more central role, with Colville slotting in on the wing now. Amber Hughes has come over to the right. Referee checks that Colville was okay, ready to play. She says, yep, let's get going. And the ref blows the whistle. Weston looking for Hughes up line onto the head of Ali Johnson. Hughes, that's going to be a touch too far for Johnson, I think. Overhead kick by Wilcox. It's over Fenton too. Wathen, no one behind her to assist. Richards, will she see it out? Yes, she will. Cheeky way of seeing it out there with a dummy kick. "13 minutes left at the Butts Park Arena in the FA Women's Championship. Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. A Hughes penalty, all that separates the two sides. Weston up rather than out. Hughes finds Amy Wathen. Colville, the target, cut out well by Richards. Chelsea Weston. Hassel cushions it down to Anna Wilcox. Wilcox on a mad run. The lunge in, takes the ball, and now Wilcox has got to get back in position as Saffron Jordan's on the case. Hassel tracks back and does brilliantly. I've got to say, Hassel is my player of the match. Who is yours? Let us know on Twitter at Coventry United LFC. Vote in the poll. There are 4 options to choose from. Richards. Fenton diverts it onto this near side where Weston is waiting to bring it back to Coventry control. It's Nikki Miles. Is it the centre circle? Alice Hassel. Wilcox now. Looking towards Hayley Cracker, but Wilcox saying, make the run, make the run. And there was no run made. It was towards, and that's surely handball. The arm stuck up by Saffron Jordan. I'd be surprised if that's not a yellow card, I should say. Jumbling my words up there. And the book is out. Shinster 17, Jade Richards is like the female Van Dijk. I've got to say, she is putting in a blinding performance at the back, Richards. And I love this comment from John. Coventry, you have the crackle but have missed the snap and pop today. If you're too young to get that reference, look it up. Here's Newsham for Blackburn. We're going to see this game out, Rovers, with the 1-0 lead intact. Smacks off the shoulder of Hughes, but Rovers not to be deterred. Johnson sending Fenton on the run. Miles cuts across. The two number 4s going head to head. Fenton's got the ball between her legs and now looking to get into the corner and waste some more time. Miles has got it out and there's still 10 minutes to go, so maybe a little bit too early for tactics like that. And Fenton telling her players, come on, close Coventry down. United on the counter. It's Hayley Crackle. Morris making a run on the left-hand side, but Crackle taking too long to get it away, though. But what a run this is. She's still going, Hayley Crackle. Is she trying to do too much on her own? Okay, to try and get the corner. Has she got the corner? Yes, she has. Great work by Hayley Crackle. Hayley Crackle on a one-woman mission. Shrugging off numerous challenges. She's got the corner, but can Coventry take advantage? It's Katie Morris on the left-hand side. Hodgson towards that near post where Woffin is waiting. Brooks out as far as Hughes. Hughes nods it up. And it's skewed out on this near touchline by Hughes. Chelsea Weston at this crucial stage finds Nikki Miles. She's got it in the corner, but unlike Fenton, she doesn't want to keep it there. It's just the other side of that flag. It's a throw-in for Coventry United. Who can Weston find now? She's a bit frustrated with her options. She's going to go short with Miles. Return to Weston. Took a slight deflection. Richards turns it only as far as Becky Anderson. Lost it up rather than out. In the penalty area, but launched to relative safety by Dukes. Coventry come back with Hassel. Morris. She's got Anderson in support. Katie Morris is going to be shielded by Dukes, but Morris has got it back. Katie Morris looking to create some separation. Crackle's cross off the head of Hughes, agonisingly over the top bun of Amy Woffin. Johnson, Blackburn looking to get that ball the other end of the park as quick as they can, and they have done. It's with Hodgson. Hayley Crackle, like Gandalf saying, "You shall not pass." Wilcox thumps that one upfield. Colville's going to give chase, nodded down by Richards. Dukes, this time is able to avoid Morris. Doyle, and the slide by Hughes takes it out. Another substitution for Blackburn Rovers. That's Amy Hodgson coming off. So game over for Hodgson. It looks like another forward option for Blackburn Rovers. I can see the shirt number. That's Georgia Walters. So another forward. Some fresh legs up front for Blackburn Rovers. Maybe they aren't going to go for the 1-0. Anderson thought it was her throw. The officials disagree. And Dukes looking to find an option, but still waste some time. Got it back where it came from by Hughes. Amy Woffin. And able to keep Fenton at bay. As one of the supporters in the comments has said, Fenton is like a little Rottweiler. Crackle with the interception from Doyle. Touch on a Blackburn player on the far side. It's going to be a Coventry throw. Hughes, all on her own, needs support, plays it down line with Crackle. Wilcox, the options are on the right. Wilcox looking for one of them. It's too far for Weston, but Morris tracks back beautifully. It looks like Colville is actually playing up as a second striker for Coventry United. So United are going all-out attack. Hassel. And the pressure from behind by Saffron Jordan was enough to take it out, but Anderson looked towards the referee hoping that he'd blow the whistle for a free kick, but he wasn't in the mood for it on this occasion. Oh, Coventry getting another sub red. I can see a red shirt on the far side. I don't know whether it's a player who's already come off though. And the referee has given the free kick on that occasion. Ali Johnson with a shove on the United player. Crackle takes it over, but it's out of play, but it's a Coventry United throw. Alice Hassel. Crackle. Colville calling for it, but it's played short to Hughes. Some strong defending from Blackburn, and it has to be strong. United aren't going to be kept at bay with anything less. Alison Parker-Thompson, thank you very much for your comments about the commentary. It really does mean a lot. And Maz Gauntlet is having to play ball girl at the moment. It was the ball was in the Blackburn end of the stand there, where the two teams are stationed. And as you can probably appreciate, Blackburn didn't exactly want to give Coventry United the ball back. And with the COVID restrictions, Coventry players couldn't really go into the Blackburn end. Here's Hughes, her goal is the difference. She's going to run that one into touch, and Wood's got to get on that ball quickly. We've only got 3 minutes to go here on CUTV. Coventry United 0, Blackburn 1. This is going to be a grandstand finish. Throw for Coventry, just into Blackburn territory. Wathen backing into the defender, needs support, handball against Amber Hughes. Well, John says first class commentary, much better than a lot on the BBC. Well, John, tell the BBC that. If you didn't want to see me on the BBC, yeah, write into them, let them know. I'm available for the right price. The one thing you can't put a price on is great football, and that's what we are seeing today. Benton. It's with Doyle, into Jordan. Can she put it across the goal? She can, but couldn't find the blue and white shirt. Johnson racing over to the other side, keeps it in. She's got Newsham down line if she needs her. Morris poked it out for the corner. And Fenton with a light jog over to the ball. Short options with Johnson and Hughes, but United are a little too close. They need to get their required yards. The referee has played it now, and United steam in, trying to force Blackburn out and get the throw. United have forced Blackburn away, but first onto it is Johnson. McDonald, and now look at this, Anna Colville trying to race onto that loose ball. It's all the way back to Brooks. Swiped it over to Dukes at right back. United have got to try and pressure Blackburn into a mistake here. Dukes competently clears. Here's Saffron Jordan. Challenging from Crackle, but great strength on show. And Coventry have got the foul there. The foul was on Katie Morris. And Coventry want to get the free kick taken, but Blackburn preventing it. Wilcox across the miles. Chelsea Weston, it's now or never for Coventry. They've got to get up. Colville gives chase, but it rolls over the touchline. Now you know they've got to try and crowd Blackburn out in their own backyard. We're into the final minute now. The throw from Newsham. Nodded on by Hughes, but Miles is first to it. Becky Anderson. Here's Hayley Crackle receiving from Hassel. Crackle smacks off the Blackburn body. Walters. Blackburn nearly there. Will there be one last sting in the tail for Coventry United? Can they try and get one last opportunity? Is our play for a Coventry throw. Again, we don't know how long there is in terms of added time. The referee has just checked the watch. Flicked on by Morris. Waffen the target. Dukes has kept it in and volleys it further afield, out for another Coventry throw. Wilcox. Wood was calling for it, but Wilcox going up the left side instead. And it's not out for another Coventry throw. But all the while, the clock continues to tick. Crackle. Deflected ball. Waffen looking for Colville. McDonald. And now Blackburn on the counter, and they've got the throw. It's deflected out of Crackle. The Blackburn coaches getting ready to go. Will they be joined by 3 points on board? At the moment, the answer is yes. Adam Butterworth says, shout out for Maisie. I mean, look, my dog's called Maisie, so had to shout out that one. Coventry running out of time, and they've got to get the ball at the other end of the park, and Blackburn doing their best to prevent that from happening. Morris. Well, we've just been told that Hayley Crackle has won the player of the match on the Twitter vote. Personal accolades aren't what Coventry United want. You ask any player whether they want a personal accolade or 3 points, they'd take the 3 points. It's unlikely that they're going to get 3 points, but there may yet be one on offer. Nodded into the ground. Here's Amber Hughes. Weston's got to get up there with her. Amber Hughes, now Weston. Weston bumps it in. It's into the penalty area. Brooks claims it, and that should be that. No nonsense goalkeeping from Brooks. When called upon today, she has been at her very best. Deep into added time. Brooks with the clearance. Nodded out by Alice Hassel. Blackburn, rather than racing to the 3 points, are just trying to lightly jog towards it, wasting as much time as they can. And you can't blame them for that. Here's Saffron Jordan. Taking it straight to the touchline. She's got the throw. This is exactly what Blackburn need to be doing at this stage of the match. Jordan. Cutting in from the right, cleared by Miles at the expense of another throw-in. Josh Bush, who is actually Ali Johnson's cousin, is tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the footage, Josh. Shins to 17 says, great performance from both teams. It really is harsh on either side to lose. I think a draw probably would have been a fairer result, but there's no such thing as a fair result or an unfair result in football. As the whistle blows, Blackburn Rovers have taken the spoils thanks to a penalty from Hughes. The replays would certainly make for interesting viewing, but it was well taken by the Everton loanee, and it is the only goal of the match which sees Blackburn Rovers head home with the points in their back pocket. Final score on CUTV and the Butts Park Arena in the FA Women's Championship. Coventry United 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. So we'll have a little post-match debrief with myself and Connor West coming up very shortly. But we must say to all who have tuned in today, please do carry on watching, because we do have a little bit extra for you at the final whistle. We're hoping to talk to Jay Bradford while we're still on air. If not, then the interviews will be uploaded on CUTV a little bit later on. But I've got to say, what a fantastic game. And I've also got to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We've had, at our highest, about 350 concurrent viewers. The playbacks are well into the 2000s, so thank you very much. And again, the support that you guys have shown, the comments about the commentary and the footage has been absolutely wonderful. So on a personal note, thank you very much for that. Keep subscribing, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get updated as to when we are on air. As we said, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I think we've hit 960 today, so upwards of 30 new subscribers alone today. So thank you very much for your support. I'll let Connor turn the camera around now, and we can get our post-match chat sorted. I think Connor's just going over to have a chat with one of the reporters who has come to the match today. Here he is, better late than never. It's always worth the wait to have Connor on board here on Coventry United TV. Connor, of course, head of marketing at Coventry United Ladies. So, Connor, so close yet so far.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take, to be honest. Draw was probably fair for both teams. Can't really say much about the penalty because I'll be in trouble, but you know, it's one of them. We go again, you know, got a break now, but just get back to the training ground, you know, focus on the little, well, I can't even focus on anything that we did wrong.
Well, there wasn't exactly anything wrong with it. The only thing I would say out of that match is we seemed to lose a little bit of impetus when Shannon O'Brien went off, whether it was a niggling injury, because obviously she is coming back from a bit of a bit of an injury nightmare over the last couple of months. I think in the last 2 months she's played something like 2 matches, so it has been a very difficult time for Shannon. So it's obviously understandable for Shannon to be taken off, but at such a crucial point of such a crucial match, Shannon was doing such a great job. It seemed that when she went off, we seemed to lack that little bit of energy, a little bit of, you know, tenacity up front. I mean, Amy Waffen gave her best, but I think it would have been better to keep Shannon on. Yeah,
I mean, she does have a niggling problem with the hamstring, which is probably the forefront of why she did come off. So nothing you can really do about that change. I think it's a horrible feeling because the girls tried so hard today. They were brilliant. Honestly, they didn't even put a foot wrong. The penalty happened, yes, but
it was a challenge that had to be made. Let's be honest.
And did she win the ball? I mean,
obviously, when we're on air, although we are Coventry United personnel, we do try to be impartial. I mean, one thing that you never say about myself or Connor is that we're biased when we're on air. In terms of looking at the penalty, I mean, obviously, I haven't seen it back. Yeah. So there are people on the YouTube comment section who have told us they've seen it back. Some have said it was a penalty, some have said they're not certain about it. I mean, obviously I've got to wait until I can see it back before I give a definitive opinion whether it was a penalty. But my first instinct was, yes, she's gone through Saffron Jordan, but the ball did... I thought, I don't know whether it was a trick of the eye, but I thought there was a change of direction on the ball.
Yes,
and obviously if she's got the ball, if she's gone through the player to get the ball, then obviously it's a bit of a grey area, isn't it? It's down to the referee's discretion, but honestly, apart from that penalty, I don't think Coventry put a foot wrong today.
No, not at all. And the referee didn't actually give it, the linesman did, which is, he obviously seen something the referee didn't see.
Well, of course, I mean, like, I was a bit confused on the on the commentary, not for the first time, but obviously Jordan's gone down, and the linesman was flagging like crazy. I mean, obviously, it was like he was trying to flag down a 747 or something.
Yeah.
Get him on Heathrow Airport, seriously. But the linesman was looking over, and he had a good old think about it. He must have been thinking for about 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah. So he hasn't gone into it. Let's just say, right or wrong, he hasn't raced into that decision. And I think a lot of officials do tend to do that. They take their official, the linesman's views as gospel. Yeah. But the referee, I think, has just had a little think about it, and he's given it, which is fair enough.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Hughes. It was a very good penalty from hard roof of the net, very very good penalty.
Well, it's on commentary.
Can't say that.
People are going to ask questions, especially Coventry United fans are going to ask questions about the penalty, but you cannot ask questions about the delivery of the penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, Hughes is an Everton loanee. One day she is going to be, in my opinion, I think she's going to be a regular in that Everton team. And not just the penalty, she had a good game.
Yeah,
she had a
did.
really good game. In
Both
fact,
the wingers for Blackburn were very good, but Hayley Crackle got man of the match, player of the match, sorry, and she was brilliant.
She was. I've got to say, the Coventry United defence were superb. I mean,
It's harsh.
again, it is so very hard because we haven't had a clean sheet all season. That's the closest we've come, and I think they deserved a clean sheet.
Yeah, I mean, I do this job on the media and I post out everything on the media for the club, and that one hurt posting that out today, putting the 1-0 defeat, because it's so unfair on the girls. They did not deserve that at all. But they've got to hold their heads up high with that. They should not feel down about that, because that is a great performance. And teams around us, I mean, Blackburn move up to 5th now, so they're up there. Teams around us, if we play like that against teams around us, we're going to get 3 points all day long.
Right, exactly. I mean, as the Blackburn manager said before the match, it's always a battle against Coventry United. We saw that out there today. Again, it was a ferocious battle, nice and physical, lots of skill on show as well. It's really the sort of football match that I love to broadcast on. I mean, obviously, I want Coventry United to do well, and maybe impartial when I'm on air, but I work for Coventry United. I wear that sign. I will wear the badge with pride. And at the end of the day, we always go home happier when Coventry United have won. But at the end of the day, I'm still going home happy today, because although United unfortunately were on the wrong side of the result, we saw a great match out there, and I think the real winners today aren't Blackburn Rovers, they're the 300 plus who are watching the game. And again, thank you so much for your support. One final question before we go. We're going to try and get Jay Bradford's. Probably won't be live on air. We'll go and get her for an interview. We'll put it on CUTV's YouTube channel afterwards. But another big match in 2 weeks' time. They've got a bit of a break now. Coventry United have had a difficult few weeks. They've had the 2-week COVID break. They came back from that. They had one training session on the Thursday before Crystal Palace. Only 8 players were there. Afterwards, they were straight into the Aston Villa match. Then they had a training session on the Thursday, straight into the Leicester game. Then it was straight into Sheffield United. Then it was straight into today. Honestly, these girls haven't had a second to breathe.
No.
But you showed out there, they've given their all every single time. If that is the sort of performance that they can put out when they're absolutely cream-crackered, what are they going to do against a team like, all due respect to London City Lionesses, it's a team that Coventry United want to go there, give them a good go, and come away with the points. And now, hopefully they're going to be fully fit in 2 weeks. They've got a good chance of doing it, haven't they?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. I'm really looking forward to it, because this performance today has shown that they have got it, they have got the fight. And all these people, the neutrals, seeing the 9-0 and the 9-1 and being there like they're not a very good team, today's shown that was a blip, and it was a blip that they could not help at all. It weren't even their fault. So this is a great indication of what Coventry United can do. And I'm looking forward to the game in a couple of weeks, because they're going to show what they can do, really, and they're hopefully going to get the 3 points that they definitely do deserve.
Well, fingers crossed that we will be able to stream that match first and foremost. We do have to get permission from London City Lionesses to stream, as it is an away match. As long as that's okay, guys, London, hello, always been a fan of yours. Please let us stream it, please. Fingers crossed we will be able to live stream it, but if worse comes to worse and we are denied permission, we will still be able to do live commentary as well as highlights and interviews, so there will still be footage of the London game. This is the last time that we're going to be covering a match for 2 whole weeks, because obviously the men's team aren't going to be back until the 5th. Now, I'm not sure we're allowed to say it or not. I don't know if it's been officially announced yet, but we are hearing that the first men's game back after lockdown is going to be on the 5th of December, which is 2 Saturdays away. And then the day after, the 6th, is going to be Coventry United's trip to London City Lionesses. So you're not going to hear these dulcet tones for 13 days, you lucky sods. But yeah, we're going to go and try and find Jay and have a chat, see what we can muster from the gaffer. I think she's going to have a fair lot to say after, in all fairness, probably the best performance I've seen from Coventry United all season, maybe apart from the Charlton game. Connor, thank you very much for joining us.
I'll have to go do the duties.
Yeah, indeed. He's got to make himself useful one time or another, hasn't he? But again, from me, Liam Cook, thank you so much for joining us. Your support has meant a lot to us today. Hit the like button if you did enjoy the coverage. Leave a comment below with any feedback or any views on the match. We do love to see what you think of everything to do with Coventry United TV. Hit that subscribe button because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and once we get there we can start monetizing videos as well, so we can start investing in some better equipment, maybe even a better commentator. Only kidding. We love what we do at Coventry United TV, and we love doing it for you, the only people that matter, the supporters. So again, thank you very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon on Coventry United TV.